one of my two brothers, went to the same school that I went to, and he was also abused 6 years before me by the same priest who abused me and who I subsequently found out abused hundreds of boys. I've survived. I consider myself something of a thriver at times, and I'm privileged to work with survivors and make my little contribution to this fight against this evil scourge. But my brother Mike didn't survive, and the drugs and alcohol that consumed him even before he left school eventually took his life. And when the Pope a couple of days ago in his letter referred to the culture of death, I thought it's not often that I agree with what the church officials say about this issue, but on that one I do agree with Francis about the culture of death, because for every 10 survivors who survive and thrive and go on to lead something of a, shall we say, a normal life, there are survivors who did not survive. There are victims who did not survive and who went to an early grave because of what happened to them. In other words, in my book, they were murdered. My dear friend and I, Leva, were speaking with a young Irish bishop yesterday who was very, very pleasant, but who was very, very content to think that somehow this abuse issue is something of the past. In no way is the abuse issue in any way something historic. It is something that is still alive and festering and kicking today.